how to use the law of attraction effectively. In this video, I'm going to talk about why most people completely blow it. They say they want the law of attraction, and what they get is completely opposite. At the end of this video, I'm going to share with you what Bob Proctor and I taught in a 12-step process that completely will change your life. So let's get ready. The three things I'm going to talk about specifically is just the definition. What is the law of attraction? Number two, I'm going to talk about this huge mistake that literally since I was in The Secret, I just see people every day make the same mistake. And then at the end, third, I'm going to give you what I call the expression of your power. It's a program Bob and I did in 2002. We did it around his kitchen table and how it has changed countless lives by doing 12-step process that I'm going to talk about. So what is the law of attraction? It's literally a very spiritual, I believe, spiritual experience. It's what your thoughts are and how your thoughts, literally what you think about every day, right? From Maserati to money to your home, how it actually shows up in your life. See, people live life through two lenses, through the lens of yes and opportunity and possibility, or they live life through the lens of no and obstacles and analysis paralysis. So which one are you living your life through? And I can tell you, to be in the law of attraction, to totally be in it, you've got to live your life through the lens of yes and possibility. So what that means is, even if you had to write it out, what do you want your life to look like in all the areas of your life? From your money, obviously my category, your personal development, your growth, which does have a lot to do with your ability to make money, your family, your friends, your spirituality, your health, your physical environment. If you look at all these areas of your life and just started writing down, what is it that you want? Now, here's what's interesting for most people. I can ask them what they want, and they'll start their answer with everything they don't want. So most people are so oriented to what's not working in their life versus orient your life to what is it that you do want. How do you want it to look and feel? That's why in The Secret, John Assaraf had a huge section on the vision board, right? My dearest friends, Natalie and Glenn Ledwell, own Mind Movies, where you can do electronic vision boards. So where I find vision boards really helpful as a parent is I love doing them with my children, because you groom them from a very young age. You get all sorts of magazines and different books out, and you literally let them cut and paste together the life that they want to create. I started this with my kids at such a young age. 3, 4. It was just a fun kind of art game in the beginning, and it became just a routine. It's something we do. We do it every holiday. We do it a little differently now, how we lay it out and how we draw it on stockings and things like that. Before we continue, I want you to just put some comments in. When have you ever used the vision board? Have you ever used any of these attempts to put the law of attraction in your life? Tell me some stories, write some comments, when it's worked, when it hasn't worked. And if you're serious, give me your phone number and let me call you, let our team call you, and let's have a conversation about how to get on track and get this fixed. But vision boards give you a real visceral effect to your thought. What is it that you want? And then the how is where a lot of you get confused. And I can just tell you, how requires learning and mentoring. And you don't have to know how. You can hire how. I'm the queen of, you don't have to know how to do anything. You just hire all your how. You see, and a lot of you, because we're occupationally trained and employee trained, you live your life thinking, oh, I can't do this thing because I don't know how to build a website, to do a video, to do an algorithm, to do whatever it is you need to do, fix your car. You don't have to know how to do it. Think about just the car as an example. How many of you go to YouTube, go Google how you're going to fix your car? You don't. You take it to a mechanic. So why is it in your life, financial life, you're figuring out how to do your money when I'm an expert? Why are you figuring out what I already know how to teach you or do for you? So I think for a lot of you, you've got to get clear, number one, what is it that you want? You've got to get out of this, what I call park and pray. You're going to park yourself on the couch and pray to God something's going to happen. You can just sit and, binge watch all day. If you're going to binge watch, by the way, binge watch my YouTube channel. At least you get some good knowledge. But some of you literally want more money. You want a different life. But what you do is not going to cause any result differently. Hence why mentoring and coaching is so critical, and accountability in your life is so critical. So just to deepen, again, why people don't allow the law of attraction is the way I want to describe it into your life to help create what you really want in your life. Think about muscle conditioning. Right? It's probably the easiest way I've described it. Is if you want to get in shape, you got to go to the gym, or you got to, have a gym at your house, but it's consistency, it's discipline, it's repetition. It's the same thing with your thought conditioning. You've got to have the same repetition, same discipline, and same consistency. And it's got to happen every day, multiple times a day. It's just not something you decide one Sunday afternoon because you're sitting around and then, oh, I want to manifest something in my life, and because you watch The Secret and you're all motivated. It's something that has to become a muscle conditioning, a thought conditioning, every day, every day, every day. And I'm not talking 21 days. I don't know who made that up. Habits don't change in 21 days. It takes about 18 months. So to be really successful, you want to be with people who have what you want. I cannot describe that enough. So many people say, what's it like to be a millionaire? I want to be a millionaire. I'll say, well, then hang out with us. That's my first invitation always. Come hang out with us, because you actually don't know how we live, how we act, how we behave, how we interact with our friends and family, how we interact with our children. I mean, it's a very different lifestyle. I mean, I'm very rigorous, even at my household level. People that are in my house or have influence on my children when they were growing up, they had to read my books. They had to be completely in my conversation with money. They couldn't bring their negative conversation of I can't afford it into my household. That was never going to happen. So when I talk about conditioning, if you really want the law of attraction to not only just be alive in your life, but thrive, where you just know it's going to happen. Glenn Morshower is a dear friend of mine, and he said, I live the law of attraction so deeply, right? I just know that things are always going to be better because I'm around, because I exist to provide better to everybody in your life. And I feel like that's what I do in the money conversation, is I want your life to be better. I want to show you how to do what you don't know how to do because you're not taught to do it. So mentoring, accountability, coaching, really a deep desire, Think and Grow Rich. There's a whole chapter on deep desire of knowing. This becomes a lifestyle. I'll say it that way. This becomes a lifestyle. So if you want the life and really have law of attraction in your life, it's something that's just going to be with you every day. It's not something you have to get up and think about it. You just start muscle conditioning the way that you want your life to be, and it's going to be better because you claim it to be, but you're also behaving that way. So Bob Proctor and I, in 2002, I flew to his house in Toronto, sat around his kitchen table, and we talked about this amazing program that is now still one of our world-leading programs called Expression of Your Power. And it's how do you express that power of who you are and what you want in your life. And then we developed a 12-step process, and you can take it through every area of your life. And it's 12 steps to look at your life with the way that it is. And you do an analysis of what's working, what's not working. And then you do this visualization. I'm not going to take you all the way through it because on the description below, I'm going to give you a chance to have a copy of it and really take your life and areas of your life through this creative strategic process. But one area that I really love in the 12 steps, and I really want you to pay attention to it, is a section on noise and how much of your life you allow noise into your life, where people are bombarding you for your energy and you feel like your life's collapsing. Inside that section is just an amazing opening of how do you start moving the noise out, shutting down the noise, and getting that power within yourself so you can actually be available to have a law of attraction, have what you want come into your life. So if you're enjoying this, please subscribe to my channel. You're just going to click on the link. Make sure you push that notification so every day, I'm here 5 days a week, you're getting my content, philosophies, and just really, really practical tips, something you could do every day to change your life with money. So again, click on the description below. I want to give you the creative strategic process that Bob Proctor and I built. It's a 12-step process. It's not AA 12-step. This is law of attraction 12-step. And we'll walk you through each of the areas of your life, how to reduce the noise, how to change your conversation. So from your thoughts to your language, to your action, to your result, you get the life you want.